Good morning, good afternoon, good motherfucking evening. This is Infinite Sauce Talk. This is Ralph, live from the crib, live from everything. You feel me? The reason I'm doing this, and you probably see a different title, is because I was going to do Preference versus Standards Part 3. And I was actually brainstorming, doing it actually today, this morning, working on it, trying to listen to it, was going to start editing and everything like that. And then somebody fucking fucked up. So the reason I'm deviating from the path that I was going to do is because this topic is actually real current in today's society, and especially the social media society where everybody paints a picture and everything like that. But before we get into it, I have a couple of disclaimers here. I have two disclaimers. One, Preface versus Standards Part 3 will probably be after this. It's because this topic actually got inspired from a real life situation that I am seeing more often, and it's kind of getting a little annoying. And I don't think this has as much exposure as of right now because there are a lot of people doing it on the low. So again, Preface versus Standards will probably be after this. I'm sorry that I couldn't do it because I have this passion now to do this topic before I present the third part of Preface versus Standards, and it's a renewed passion. I was going to keep this under wraps until 10, 15 episodes, maybe even beyond that, because I feel like this is supposed to be a conversation between men and women. I will get into it and everything like that. So that's first disclaimer. Second disclaimer, I actually got a lot of feedback from the Preface versus Standards Part 2, and it is a great thing, and I love it, and I'm going to try to implement some of that feedback. Now, in that same sentence, I have my opinions. So, in my opinions will be expressed. It's not like it's gonna be a even playing field. It's not gonna be something that is 50-50 in that sense. It's always gonna be 67-33 because obviously I'm not gonna always have a neutral standpoint in certain things. Whether you like it or not, I'm still going to express my opinion. That is how it is. And unfortunately, it kind of expressed it on part 2, my opinion. On part 3, I'll be a little bit more neutral. But it shows itself, though. So if you felt like I deviated and went to one side, it's because I agree with that one side. It's not something that I'm going against that person, but I disagree with that side. So I'm gonna give my opinion and voice it to my liking because it's what I believe in. So I'm not going to paint a picture of a conversation, say one side and another, and not say my opinion. That is why this is Infinite Source Talk. This ain't Joe Rogan. This ain't $1 million worth of game. This ain't It Is What It Is. Like, this is me. So if you have the inputs, if you feel like you was slighted a little bit to the left, let's have a conversation. Let's have a discussion. And I'm grateful for the feedback and everything like that. It's because it's something that I'm working on. So I'm not gonna be perfect all the time. It's just the beginning. So I love the opinions. I love people listening to it. And like I said, I'm excited for part 3. But somebody fucked up. So instead of Preface versus Standards Part 3, and I'll repeat these things in the next episode, the 2 disclaimers. The topic of today is using self-healing as a delusional excuse. Now, disclaimer on this one. Anybody out there that's doing self-healing and actually is working on it, and I know a couple people that actually are doing it organically for themselves, to heal themselves, to be the best version of themselves, I salute you. I pray for you. I wish that you get all the strength in the world to recover from whatever you're going through. especially ones that actually went through real trauma, real life things. Like, I send my best wishes to you. If you're organically helping yourself, if you're working towards a goal to be a better person overall and to be a better you, be a better husband, wife, be a better partner, be a better worker, be a better everything. Yo, I salute you. Some people on this lovely earth use this as an excuse for other things. In the situation I just got into, now it doesn't affect me really, but the reason I'm talking about this is because I see this on the regular, where people will be like, I'm healing, and then out of nowhere get a relationship. Out of nowhere make a decision that doesn't really fit the healing part. Now, granted, people backtrack. That's normal. That's part of life and everything like that. But when you're preaching about self healing, self positivity, self this, and the fourth, you're glowing. Everybody thinks that you're out here just doing your thing in healing. And then out of nowhere, you're stating, oh, I got this person and I love them. But you was just healing. You was just talking about how you need to love yourself. But then you have a whole boyfriend. You have a whole husband. You have a whole engagement. You have whatever. Whatever the excuse is, that's what people are doing nowadays. They are putting self-healing as a defense mechanism to deflect anybody that's a bum, basically, to get empathy from a targeted audience, and to get whatever partnership that they get from another person. They do this on the regular, and I'm telling you, from IG alone, I see a lot of this. I see people commit these things and be like, when you see their story, you know how you click on the story and it's all ping, 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 ping. It's all, when you click on it and you hear the ping, 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 it's all positive. Oh, I need my man to give me reciprocation. I need a man to love me. I need to do this. I love myself. Fuck niggas. This is all about me. 2024 is a new thing. I'm a thrive in it. This and the fourth, and it's every day. But then in the background, they do other shit. And I think this is a pattern where it needs to be stopped. I see this mostly in women. I haven't really seen this in men, because men don't talk that much or whatever the case is, but women do this a lot. And the ones that have that same intentions is using it as an excuse. When they don't have a man, they blame everything on the man. And they put this on stories. And it's unfortunate. It's because self-healing is supposed to be about yourself. You're supposed to keep within, bring back all the outside energy that you gave and work on yourself. You bring it back like if you were president of a country or something like that, and you send your soldiers to war, and then you call them back because you need to regroup yourself. So you just call them and be like, yo, let me get all my soldiers back because I need to regroup. Then that's usually how self-healing works. You went through a situation, you went through tough times. Sometimes you need to come back, reel it back in, and see what you did wrong, reevaluate, and start healing. This is like the first episode that I had with father issues. Same concept, same process, and everything like that. Bring it back, forgive yourself, analyze exactly what happened, start healing, and then start living your life. Same process. But now people are using this as an excuse to have other agendas. Maybe they use it to get motherfuckers, they start singling people out. They start filtering people out because of that. And then grabbing the ones that they can suck the energy off of. Or grabbing the ones that they think they can benefit off of. And this is what I went through. Again, let me repeat it. Not that I went through, but some bullshit ass fucking experience that I just had. So, we'll go into a favorite attribute that a lot of people have of me, and it's called story time. People love story time. So, here I go. I have a longtime friend, cool peoples and everything like that. And we had like a little dating stint, little light shit for, yeah, I'm talking about years ago. And we still cool to this day. So I kind of want her to forgive me because I'm going to tell the story. I don't know if she wants me to tell the story. So forgive me, friend. I appreciate it. This is only to help out. So I have this friend again, years ago, had a little dating stint. Then one day out of the blue, we'll call her person B. Person B hits me up. Now I don't know this person for nothing. When we talking about years ago, I don't think a year or two ago, whatever the case is. She hits me up. I don't know her for nothing. And she hits me up and she's like, yo, do you know that your girlfriend is out here with my baby daddy, this and the fourth, and they being disrespectful and they're committing acts in my house that I've paid for and this and the fourth. Now, this is like a Facebook Messenger thing. So it's like I'm not really on Facebook like that. And last time I was on Facebook, like normally was like 10 years ago or something like that. So I'm like, yo, why is she talking about my friend like that? That's crazy. Like, I have to verify this because, one, me and my friend dated at one point in time, but that was way prior to the message that person B hit me with. Way prior. So I'm wondering, how the fuck does she message me and know this information about my friend when I'm not even dating her? I don't know if she knows that. Like I said, I haven't used Facebook in like 80 years and shit like that. So I'm all like, what the fuck is going on? So person B is giving me details of what's going on and what's happening. And person B is thinking that I'm still with her. And like I said, I haven't been with that woman in forever. So it's like, what the fuck? So again, she was telling me details about what was going on and how her baby daddy actually was messing with my friend at the time or whatever the case is. And then from that point, she gives me extra details. And I'm like extra crispy with fries and everything like that. And then with giving me details and everything stating that she has kids, that he's being disrespectful and abusive and everything like that. So I was like, yo, let me take this under my own hand and try to help out. Because along with the details that she was stating, she was actually going to go to my friend's crib and try to fight her or confront her about her actions and everything like that. Now, in the situation, for what I understand, she was with the dude at the time. Person B was with the dude at the time. So I was like, my main focus was, bro, you shouldn't be mad at the woman. You should be mad at your man's committing the acts of treason of adultery. You should be going after him. There's no reason why you should be going after my friend. My friend probably didn't know or anything like that. And I only say probably because at the time I didn't know details or anything like that. I only know one side. So I had to obviously become the beacon of light and truth and be like, yo, let me verify this information with my friend just to see exactly what's going on and everything like that. And my friend usually is a straight shooter when I ask her shit. So let me go ask her. After I got all these extra crispy, chicken nuggets, fries, soda, and you get an extra free gift after that type of details. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was mad details to it. So before I continue, and I kind of deviated person B to be like, yo, put your man to blame at this. Yo, you're over here attacking a different or wrong person, excuse me. And while I was doing that, I contacted my friend and I was like, yo, there's a situation going on and I don't think you are going to take this in a light manner. So let me put it to you in the most concrete way possible. Person B, out of nowhere, is going to attack you. Some way, somehow, whether it's verbally, physically, I have no idea. But I'm over here trying to hold it down on my end because I don't know shit to accept the extra crispy details that's going on. So what I need is two things. What I need is for you to tell me what the hell happened and what am I going to do about this? Because this landed on my plate. And I hate when shit lands on my plate when it's not supposed to. Mind you, if it's my fuck up, I'll take it. But if you violate it and you let me know you violate, I'm gonna give it right to you and be like, yo, you gonna need to handle this. I'm gonna try to help you, but you're gonna need to handle this. And so my friend, she basically gave me the details of what happened, confirmed the situation, but did not know that the baby daddy, the boyfriend, whatever of person B, was with person B. So in that case, it's okay. Now you confirmed the details with me. Cool. I respect you for that. Now I have this on my plate. I have this person is telling me you should know that your girlfriend, quote unquote, and I put that because she really thinks that that's my girlfriend. And like I said, from the situation, from the conversation I'm having with person B, I haven't dated that person in a while. So she's thinking that I'm still with her. So she's telling me, yo, you should leave. You don't deserve that. Yo, I don't deserve that. And for that, I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna confront her because it's not right. Yo, you can't do that as a woman. You can't do X, Y, and Z. So I'm telling my friend, I'm like, look, this is what's gonna happen because this is some bullshit. So I'm gonna talk to person B and I'm gonna try to make this as clear as possible to person B because person B was putting the energy in the wrong person, even though my friend was out here wilding, but she didn't know. So if she didn't know, and this dude that person B thinks that that's her boyfriend or baby daddy, all that shit is out here, then you're directing your energy towards the wrong person. You shouldn't be mad at the woman. The woman just was out there, yo, having a good time. Cool. But your boyfriend, who's supposed to be committed with you, that has kids with you, is out here disrespecting you. So I don't know why you taking this energy. So that's the approach that I took. And it was difficult at first because the person did actually talk to my friend. Person B messaged my friend, was like, yo, you are disrespecting, yo, called her all types of shit, right? And my friend was like, look, I didn't know. Like, she kept it exactly how she told me. She did what she had to do, but had no idea that she was in this situation. That person B was with that person. And said the same thing I said. I'm like, yo, to be honest, you should be checking your mans. Now, I know you mad as shit. Cool. But you should be checking your mans about that shit. You shouldn't be checking about me. So within the time of me trying to handle the situation, she lashed out on my friend and everything like that too. So I try to roll it back in. I'm like, yo, listen. You are doing too much, first off. Now, I know you angry. Now, I know you on some shit. Cool. You have every right to be in your emotions right now. Got it. You have every right. Why? You are directing the energy to the wrong person. You need to go at your baby father, your man's, whoever the fuck you think he is, and go after that man because he is the one that committed the treason towards you. And a lot of people do this. They get mad at the person that had nothing to do with it, that didn't know any situation that man was in, and they go after the other person, which doesn't make any sense when the person that violated is in front of you. And a lot of people do this out of anger, out of spite, whatever the case is. Now, granted, if you had intention and knew, that's a whole different situation. But my friend didn't know. And person B was directing the energy. So I tried that whole day to talk to her like, look, listen, I don't think you should even be in the situation that you're in. Because if you're telling me these details, you're telling me that he's abusive, you're telling me that he's violating you in several ways, then you shouldn't be in there. Now it's going to take work and time. You're going to be alone. You have to heal within yourself. It's going to take time. And I started telling her how to do it. So, long story short, she let my friend go in terms of confronting her and whatever the case is. And I put more focus on talking to her about, okay, this happened. I'm sorry it happened, but you need to start healing. You need to start thinking about yourself. Will you take this behavior anymore? So person B started thinking about it. And she was like, okay, you're right. What should I do next? What you think I should do next? Started asking for my opinions and my advice, and I gave it to her. So as a good Samaritan, somebody was like, okay, all right, let's put her on the right track and make sure that she's okay, right? And then she started healing, and I seen that she's working on herself and everything like that. Cool. Granted, that's what everybody should be doing. Self work, get your self respect back. She left the baby daddy slash whoever the fuck that was. She left all that. And I told my friend this. I said, friend, I got this. They are doing their thing. I feel like they're healing up now and everything. You know, everything should be valid. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you go be outside, make sure that at least you do some recon before this shit. Because these things happen. And my friend gave me the advice that I should have took fucking years ago. And she said, nigga, you helped enough. Now, you know that woman is crazy because of the reaction that she had. Don't let it be a situation where she goes crazy at you. And I'm like, nah, yo, I'm helping her. Like, she's actually cool and everything like that. It's just that her emotions are fucked up and everything like that. You feel me? She was in the situation. So I got her. Like, yo, it's cool. Everything is cool. Being the person I am, you know, I just want to make sure that you're okay. And then send you on your way and make sure that you're all right. That was my whole intent of this shit. You feel me? And my friend again said it. She was like, yo, that bitch is crazy. Forgive me, person B, but that's what she said. So, bitch is crazy. And I'm like, all right, we could try to make somebody into a person that, you know, is a champion of themselves. And I thought that. And everything was cool. And periodically, my friend would check up on me and be like, yo, you good over there? And I'm like, yeah, she's actually cool. We talk about, you know, healing and traumatic things and how to overcome it and everything like that. And she was like, all right, friend. I'm telling you right now, bro, you got to be careful, dogs. Again, sometimes intuition comes from the weirdest places. And my friend had the intuition at the time. And the reason I say this is because fast forward to current times, she's a good person, you know, ain't seen nothing else besides her being a good person. Never had feelings, never had anything like that. And I say this because I'll explain to you in a little bit. We still talk about serious situations, how to deal with them, all that type of stuff. So, present time, this person is championing, and I mean championing. Like I said, going from the beginning of the pod, I was like, there's certain people that just post 20, 30 times a day on their story about positive shit. And she was one of them. And she was given the same script that all positive people do when they have a motive. Oh, I'm going to be out here positive. My light is shining. My aura is giving. I'm out here. I want to be healed up. I want to do this. I want to get the same reciprocation, the same energy that I will give out. I need it in return. I'm going to be on that. I'm going to fully heal up until I get somebody, and that somebody will be the last person, and I'm going to be healed up. Everything about healing and positivity and all that sweet stuff, they throw that in there. They sprinkle it in there. And they are a champion of it. They're an advocate of it. Cool. Perfectly fine. Then comes the bullshit. And I don't mean the bullshit anyway, because anybody could have a deserving thing in its rightful time and everything like that. But in those sprinkle of positivity, it was about, again, when I was repeated earlier, about bashing men and how they're bums and this, that, and forth. That was sprinkled in there. So then within that positivity phase, as I will call it, as I have no other word for it, that phase, in the middle of the stories, oh, I found somebody. I'm kissing somebody. I love them. I can't believe I found somebody. They'll give me the same thing that I wanted. I always wanted. I always champion for it. And now I'm here. I'ma still stand by the positivity because that's what I do. But I'm gonna be out here with my boyfriend, handle this situation, handle these things, because he's the one that actually showed me the reciprocation and everything like that. And me personally, I looked at it, I said, what the fuck? But if you're happy, okay, cool. I'm fucking ecstatic for you. You feel me? You healed up completely. And this is the perception that we get from social media. A lot of people paint pictures to put up a facade that they're X, Y, and Z. But then when you realize they are doing something else, this is what IG does to people. So, like I said, I looked, I was like, yo, I'm glad for her. Like, she found somebody cool. Granted. Next couple of stories, she puts up that, and I think this was a couple days later after that shit. She puts up about how people don't like the fact that she got a boyfriend because they used to be on her DMs and liking all the positivity shit. But then when she got a boyfriend, they all dipped. Now, mind you, again, perception of IG, social media, you put up a fucking facade or a face. Instead of being real about your shit, you put up all this positivity. So they think that you're really healing. You're really trying to go through a process of doing this. But in the end, you know, all this time, you really wasn't healing. You was looking for company. That's the difference. And person B didn't like that. Person B didn't like people now switching up because they seen what I seen from the outside. They seen this person is 30 posts or 30 stories of positivity. I'm healing. I'm self-healing. I'm going to find somebody when I'm ready to sign up for a boom, boyfriend. Okay, too soon, but my opinion. But cool. If you happy, yo, what my brother said? If you like it, I love it. Basically, staying, I support you in whatever you do, as long as it's helping you. Cool. But I knew some things. I knew that she was courting with 3 other people. She just complained to me about a dude that goes to her because he wouldn't spend time with her. And when she asked about it, he was like, yo, I got too much on my plate. Yo, I'll dip on you. And went on his way. And just other people. And I was like, yo, I know you want somebody, but you need to chill the fuck out. And I said that. And she does have masculine energy, so I guess she was a go-getter. She was like, yo, I need company. So I'm going to throw all this positivity because I need the people to hear me. But then again, I need validation because I think that's what it was. It was that to have validation from somebody. And somebody gave her validation, which is okay. But you're making this self-healing, self-positivity, all this as almost an excuse, as almost a defense mechanism where you're filtering around the people you don't want. Then you're going after the people you do want, and you're filtering out in the background. You're courting 3 other motherfuckers. You being a player. But in the IG world, in the perception world, that you have a lot of people, you present this as I'm healing up, I'm doing this, and the fourth. This is why I say it's an excuse. It's almost a delusional excuse with people. People will use self-healing to do that type of thing. So me, and this is where I make my mistake. Me, I see this. You're going through something. I'm going to tell you how to overcome it. And I'm going to tell you what the situation is and how to approach it and how to beat it. And this is where I made my mistake. I seen the post that she put up about people not hitting her up no more, don't even like her shit no more because she had a man. She made that decision. So I hit her up on the side and I was like, yo, listen, the reason why people not hitting you up is because they seen the healing side of you, but then you made a different decision. So when you posted that, now in this situation, they're like, what? Because I was like that. I was like, what? Like, and I only did it for a second. And then I told her what it was. I was up front and I was like, I did it for a second. I said, what? But if you happy, you happy. You feel me? And the first thing she told me was, that's the luxury of keeping your business private. No one knows anything. And I said, I understand that, but you can't blame others for their reactions if they don't know your business. If they don't know your real you can't be mad at that. And she didn't understand that. So I kind of explained it further. I went, sent my voice notes or whatever. At the time, I think I was working or whatever. But then I said, I'm assuming you still don't understand because of the question mark. Better example, if somebody is putting up single type stuff on IG and doesn't put that they're talking to someone on IG again, everybody's going to have the perception that you are single, that you ain't talking to somebody. And on top of that, you are healing. So you're putting all this stuff about positivity and healing and everything like that. So usually when you're talking about that, you're self-reflecting, which means you're not talking to really anybody. But nobody knew that. And everybody had that reaction and you didn't like it. Then you had the surprise of one day of having a post of, I love this person. People are going to be like, what the fuck? And because that's all they saw was that you was healing. So then when you come up with the surprise, now nobody believes you. Now you're in a situation where people don't really fuck with you like that no more because now you're putting up a facade. Same thing I see. Then the bullshit started happening. The woman really said some bullshit. And I'm going to read you verbatim word for word. You sound crazy to even say any of this craziness, deadass. You sound bothered. Everything you said is indicative of that. Also, I just listened to all the voice notes you sent because I was like, ain't no way in hell somebody gonna tell me about my life. I owe no man a single explanation. I'm sorry, were you trying to date me? Ask yourself why you're super bothered by the fact that someone saw something they liked and were like, hey, we should date because I think men don't take you seriously. And who are you to tell me I'm not healing or how I should be healing? That is crazy to me, LOL. This has me all chuckling truly. Now, to go in that sentence, I said, first of all, why is somebody dating you for the fact that people think that you're not taking seriously? Why they don't think you're taking seriously? Because of what you're doing. Because of how you're performing right now. You're performing in a way that you're putting something out that nobody's taking seriously. But somebody seen that, went through that. Hopefully they seen the side that I seen because Jesus Christ. But anyways, so she sent me that. I was like, yo, this woman is fucking crazy. My fucking friend was right. Why does she think I want her? I don't want her. I'm a single man with no kids. I'm getting older. I'm doing my thing. Everything is cool. Like, she has 3 kids by somebody and stuff like that. So, long story short, if I take that responsibility, even if I want her, that's a sacrifice. And the reason I have that preference is because I dealt with that before. And dealing with that is a lot of work. And do I want to commit that work? No. And did I even look at her at that type of sense? No. I was like, what? What kind of bullshit? You want some bullshit. So, obviously, I'm a man. So I respond. I said, verbatim again, I'm not bothered at all. I'm just giving you a perspective of what people might think. Has nothing to do with me personally. And that's real shit. To cut it short, that's real shit. Had nothing to do with me personally at all. I get it. And going back to reading it, I get it. But that's how people think. Everything I said is what people do. That's how society looks at shit. Whether you like it or not, that's how most people view things. Like I said, you have every right to keep your business to yourself. And that's cool. That's what it looks like you're going through. It sounds crazy, but that's an outside perspective, like it or not. Has nothing to do with how you're healing about your life. It's about what people see that you put up that post about. Just giving insight. Hopefully you can see through it and still do your thing. Nobody's stopping you from doing that or telling you about your life or about your healing process and your journey or owing anybody anything. These things happen in social media, unfortunately, and in people in general. But if you took offense to what I said, then hopefully you can one day can understand and take it better. That not everybody's going to think or feel like you. That not everybody's going to agree with your decision making. And you're right. The switch up is corny. And this is facts. The switch up is corny. There should be more support. Going back to reading, that's just part of life and people in general. This is all part of the work in progress people go through. And I was like, bro, like, I'm telling you, I'm not against you. I'm telling you that has not nothing to do with me. I'm telling you because you are having a tough time finding out why people are switching up on you, because that's what they seen, and it was like, yo, what the fuck? It was like, oh, this girl just boo 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 boo. She does this and the fourth, and this is the issue with a lot of people. A lot of people will never put, and I said this even about gambling. A lot of people will put their wins and never put their losses. So people will put up a facade of how they are, but never put like the real life shit on it. And it's real shit. Like, so in this situation, she put the positivity, self-healing part, and nobody knew that she was out here being player. You feel me? Nobody knew that she was being a pimp. Like, you feel me? Like, that's her decision making, and people might not like it. And that's what happened. And so I try to give her that insight, but she was on some other shit. And it was my mistake of telling her that shit. Sometimes you gotta shut your mouth and just keep moving. And this is my mistake. Trying to help people too much, and they think that I want them. They think that I'm interested in them because I'm trying to help out. No. I seen that you was in a dire situation before. You was in a traumatic situation. I try to help you out, and this is how you react. Okay, cool. I learned my lesson. It's a lesson in these things. Then she wrote back, and I will read you this bullshit again. The fact that you feel bothered by my happiness is questionable in itself. You wrote a soliloquy. I didn't choose to be with you, plain and simple. You're bothered by that and that alone. I choose to entertain a man who sees me and allows me to flourish in the presence of him. You're threatened by my verbiage for whatever reason, when it is simply that. There is something much deeper at bay with you. It's a you issue. What I choose to allow should be of no one's concern unless they're trying to court me themselves. Your behavior is indicative of that, as I said. I am everything positive, and I stand by everything I post. I'm allowed to have multitude of opinions and ideas. We can shoot this shit back and forth, and you can explain all these antics, but I simply do not have time to entertain this. I value emotionally mature and kind men. You're allowed to be emotional and have emotions. However, your delivery is piss poor and rude nonetheless. I am choosing not to entertain this. I can respect and understand different opinions and points of views, but what I do know is disrespect when I experience it. First off, when you hear this shit, you hear somebody delusional. Like, if I want them. That's the first far from the, and the reason is kind of like, what the fuck? Like, it hurts my head because it's like, when in I swear on my mama that I love that's on here, I ain't never look eyes at her and be like, I want a relationship with her. No. My whole intent was basically to exchange ideas and exchange pleasantries and also advice, mostly advice on things. There was never a moment in time where I was like, yo, let me call her, because it would have been a different approach. I would have been talking to her every day. I would have been giving the effort to get to know her better. But I was more of, yo, this is what's going on. Boom, 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 boom. Here's some advice. Here. Yo, I think that this motherfucker's, we see videos and we send it to each other and we kind of comment on and have a discussion on it, just to give different views and different ideas of it. That does not mean that I want your ass. Like, that's, yo, come on. People, we got to do better. Like, to be honest, I swear we got to do better. And then you can't entertain this is because you don't like the answers. This is what it sounds like. It sounds like you don't like the answers. You don't like the answers I'm giving you. I'm giving you insight on what the outside perspective, not me. Because I said before, I was like, yo, if you like it, I love it. Fuck it. You feel me? That's your issue. That is your decision. But it had nothing to do with me. And you're mad because I'm giving you an outside perspective of it. And I didn't agree with it neither. But everybody makes their decisions. Everybody makes their choices. So in this situation, I started to see that if I disagree with it, I was rude and disrespectful. Like, bro, I was just trying to help you out, give you the insight of why people are doing that to you. You're mad, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. You have your right to be emotional. You feel me? I'm giving you these chats, these DMs. It's because I'm trying to show you that there was a motive behind that fucking illusion of all the stories and all the facades of IG. People do this. So a lot of people with their self-healing, they're doing this. Pick this person. I pick this person to dump my energy out there. And I pick this person to do my chores. I pick this person to do X, Y, and Z. They do that. And it's terrible. People need to stop doing that. So again, responding to what she said, I said, and I think this was the last thing, and she didn't respond, which I was cool with because I feel like she did read it. So that means that she took an L on this shit because I'm telling about herself now. Now, this is where it gets juicy. Now I'm like, yo, you're being delusional. 2, you think I like your ass. And 3, you're being fucking stupid. Because I'm telling you from the outside perspective. I'm not telling you, yo, I'm mad at I like your ass. No, I'm telling you that you put up a post stating that people don't like your decision. And I'm telling you why people don't like your decision. And you don't like those answers. So now, I'm showing the world. It's not being vindictive or anything like that. I'm showing the world that people do this on the regular. People are like this. They put up a facade on social media of a certain thing. And on the background, they do different things. This is what self-healing. I respect self-healing to the fullest. I respect it to the core. And I wish people would do this a lot more instead of these type of things. And then when they do it, respect it. Respect your soul. Respect your temple. Your body is your temple. Your soul is your temple. So when you use these things as an excuse, you gonna get this fucking work. And that's why you getting this work now. And this is why I put not only my shit out there, your shit out there, because I want to show people that this is happening in real life. Not only with her, with a couple people I ran into too. Like, there's people that's like, oh, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. But I'm trying to figure out my situation internally. But I'm showing the world this. Like, facades don't work out here. There's people that actually have traumas and depression that's trying to work on it, and you're using self-healing as an excuse. So that's let me keep reading before I start talking shit. Like, I don't want to talk shit. Let me keep. This was my response, like I said, and after that, it was done for. Verbatim, me. Again, I'm not bothered by your happiness. Why would I be bothered if I don't even know you or even attempted to see something about you at all? I never wanted anything from you. I never gave that intent to you or induction on that. You taking shit mad personal when I'm just making an observation about a post. I value and cherish everyone's happiness, and I'm glad that you found somebody. I'm glad you found somebody to improve your life and understand your ways. But you're misconstruing my intent to show you what the world thinks of that post through examples. It is not about you or your personal life. I have no issues with me. As I said, I'm good on my end, saying that what I said or trying to show you. The fact that you hella defensive and saying that I want you is wild and super false in every aspect. And that's real shit. I was fucking saying that because I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I think you don't like that people gave you the shoulder after the fact of it, and you started lashing in a manner to anyone opposed or even opinionated in this manner. I think you're upset that some people think that your situation is questionable. My behavior has nothing to do with this when I'm just telling you about the people's perspective, not mine. My perspective was almost the same as everyone else's, and truthfully, I'm about to tell you about yourself. You just complained about motherfuckers in my DMs like weeks ago about ghosting you, and then a motherfucker who valued your worth and then didn't value your work weeks later. Either you had a steady flow of motherfuckers trying to court you, or it's the same motherfucker you was complaining about. And no one knows this. Everyone from the outside only knows the positive posts and the uplifting. So I saw what happened, and I said, oh shit, she had picked somebody up mad early, but that's what's up. I was happy for you that you continue the positive shit and the uplifting even after the announcement. But again, and to repeat again, has nothing to do with me or my emotions, as I have nothing to do with you or not anything from you. In terms of disrespect, I ain't intent to disrespect you in any kind of way. If it came out as rude, I apologize. I ain't even fucking apologize, but I don't even have to because it didn't even come up as rude. But anyways, going back to the thing, I apologize, but I stand on what I said in terms of my opinion, as I'm allowed to have my opinions and ideas as well. We can agree to disagree, but your accusations and assumptions in this is super wrong. And in terms of me and my emotions, when I have nothing to do with you, thank you for the discussions. And I said thank you for the discussions because I said, yo, I learned my lesson in saying what I felt on that situation, whether I should just let you eat that shit. My lesson was to let you eat that shit, let you understand it by your own, and let you live your life. I should have never interjected. I should just be like, yo, you know what? I kept it moving. My mama always teaches me things. And one of the things she taught me was you can't tell people anything when they're in love. And this is real shit because a lot of times they're blinded within that love. And so in this situation, yo, I could have said the sweetest thing in the world to try to paint it to a point where, look, this is the reason why you're going through this because of X, Y, and Z. Could have painted it in the nicest way. And the girl still would have been delusional enough and then stated that I liked the ass, that I wanted her, that I was calling her, it would have been the same shit because now she has a situation out of nowhere. Nobody really approves of it, apparently, because she keeps putting that same ass post about how niggas don't like this shit. So I don't give a fuck. That nigga loves me. That he's treating me like diamonds and whatever the case is. So you really can't tell the person that's infatuated common sense things sometimes. You gotta let them live. And this is the situation where I've learned to not interject in those things. And for me, being a good Samaritan, I interjected. And this is the situation that happened. And to my friend, my lovely friend that got me in this situation in the first place, told me that it was going to happen. And I apologize for not listening. Should have left it alone. Should have called it a day when I said, yo, I helped enough. And this is what happens. So, long story short, to put it summarized, to put it in a synopsis, people do this on the regular. And this is my experience of it. And I'm showing you my experience of it because this is exactly what happens. People will put up a delusional excuse of self-healing or whatever they're going through. And then a lot of times there are different motives towards that and different intentions in the background. People do this. And I feel like it's almost borderline disrespect to the people that's actually healing, that's actually trying to find help, that's actually trying to ask and request for support in these things. And we get to a point in the society when the people that actually need the guidance and the support, we don't really support them because we don't believe them. And this is the problem with doing that with her self-healing. So, to be honest, I've been holding this shit in for a minute. But, yo, if you're going to do that shit, yo, be upfront, like, with your intentions. Even if you don't do it on IG, be upfront with your intentions. Be like, yo, I'm looking for somebody. And I'm going through healing, but I'm looking for somebody to support me. Do that. Not me. Or even be more prudent and be like, yo, as a woman, I want a man to bust my shit and keep me company this and forth while I'm going through transitions of healing. Yo, that's way better than this crazy facade of, it's like people having the even full pages of different religions and then on the outside in real life, they're out here doing bullshit. The same concept. But when people do this from self-healing, bro, I feel like it's borderline disrespectful to the people that actually need it. Because, again, they need it. And you're taking away that opportunity from them. So, if you're out here working on yourself, doing your self-healing, do it organically. Make sure you take care of yourself before you get into something. And if you're different, then you're different. Everybody's different and everything like that. People want more company than actual healing. But be upfront about that. If you're going to be on that character, yo, be real about that character. Stop showing these facades of certain things to protect exactly what you're doing. No. And especially with self-healing, stop fucking doing that shit. I salute to all the self-healers out there, the people that are going through it, the people that are holding themselves down. It's tough. I get it. It's tough to do that. It's tough to go through these things and self-reflect and work on yourself and be a better person. It's not an easy thing. But if your intent is different, be about your intent. It's okay to heal. And it's also okay to live. But be real. That's my whole point of this. And I feel like this is probably going to go into a whole nother section of things, of different aspects of self-healing. And this is the bad part of it, where people use this as a delusional excuse to get off their motives or get off their concepts and everything like that. But again, I will repeat, I salute all the people that are healing up, that are working towards themselves. I salute the people that personally that I know. I commend you for doing it. I respect it. Please don't be this person. Please do not be this person that I had to put on blast on just to show y'all that people use this as an excuse. And if this person ever hears this, we can have a conversation and shit like that, bro. But I ain't talking about this no more. Not to you. Cause you kind of threw that shit all over loops and shit like that. And it exposed you to now your situation is different. Expose what you always trying to do. So I thank you for the inspiration. If I get paid forever for this shit, I'm gonna send you a check myself and be like, yo, here's $20 or some shit like that. Cause I know Spotify don't be paying like that. But if they do, if they ever do, if I put this on YouTube, whatever the case is, I'm gonna give you your bread. Because even after all, I still wish you nothing but happiness. You feel me? It has nothing to do with me personally. But the fact that you accuse me of liking your ass and thinking that I want you, and I'm mad because you didn't choose me, well, nigga. I didn't even listen. This is why I don't even want to start, because I will start talking shit, and I don't want to demean anybody or nothing like that. You feel me? So I'm gonna cut this as short as I can. But again, I thank you for the inspiration. My lesson to everybody is, if you're going through healing, be about it. If you being a hoe, be about it. If you're being you, be about it. Present yourself. There's nothing wrong with shining your light on people, however you are. That is my lesson to you, motherfuckers. And to the ladies that I seen with these type of situations, stop doing it. I think you'll be better living the truth. Instead of hiding these facades and these IG stories and all that shit, I think you would live better that way. But if you're still here with me, ranting about this shit, I thank you. Because I feel like it's a lesson towards you too. You listener, you out there, that people can do this. People are able to hide behind social media and then do something behind that. So, preface versus standards part 3 will come soon, because I had to do this shit. I had to get this shit off my fucking chest, because I was like, bro, I wasn't even tired. I was fucking entertained. I was soothed. I was going to do this yesterday, but I had to get some rest. Work week has been crazy. You feel me? But I thank you for all the feedback and inspirations for doing this. We're going to keep on doing this. If you have any topics that you want to be spoken on, please let me know. Hit me, and we will do this. Again, to repeat it again, preface versus standards part 3 will come very, very soon. Love you guys. Peace, love, prosperity to all of you. Blessings to all you. Prayers to everybody. Hopefully you'll have the next couple weeks to be great weeks and everything like that. And I'll return with the recordings and the semi-unbiased opinions of the next one, which is Preference versus Standards Part 3. It's all love out here. Yo, we are motherfucking gone.